Ladies and gentlemen, if you've just joined us here at Chippy Left, it's the moment, it's the event you have all been waiting for. This is the beloved rematch between Toby and George, aka George Carpenter. Lots of spectators here at Chippy Left for the George Carpenter and Toby Pierce rematch. Both competitors already rigorously tracking each other. You'd thought that over time they would have made friends, but if anything, the competition has just got even more fierce. When I look at George, I see this endless pit of testosterone, competitiveness, and when I see Toby, I see the same. George having a look at a less than inspirational wave, can't catch it. No problem. We are live and exclusive at Chippy. We've got Seb Smart in the water, Toby Pierce in the water, and George Carpenter, and then a few others down here, sort of a few straddlers, sort of hanging on in there. Anyway, Seb's having a look at this one as he's paddling in. He's riding a twin fin shaped by Hugh Brockman, Boss Surfboard, winding it up, looking for something big. Floats that section but goes down and lands on his back. A back slap. Now we've got Toby on his backhand. Is he going to do a back slap? It's the lip, kind of taps the lip there. And once more, he wants more, he wants more, he wants more. No, he doesn't want more. There's rocks right there. George Carpenter won't be denied, he wants some of the action too. He comes off the bottom, hits the lip, goes down, back slap, another back slap. Wow, the action. And this is just so exciting. Seb's having a sniff at this one on his twin fin. Here he goes, takes off, comes off the bottom, jams it under the lip. A little bit steep there to get any real projection out of that. And that wave will go on unridden. Cut back, finishes off with the splits. Here we got Toby. Whoa, crazy low line floater. Low line floater from Joseph. An extremely rare maneuver there, or something new. Seb on his backhand now, looking to go big here, goes for a reverse through, backside 360, can't stick that one. I'm getting out of breath, this is just all too much. Scores have just come in, it's tied between Seb and Toby. George Line in second place, someone on the softboard, lifeguards, lifeguards! Okay, George Carpenter, the ever aggressive George Carpenter, winding it up here, looking for something on the inside. Lovely little check turn there, cracks it off the top, can't ride out of that one. Judges will not class that as a complete maneuver. Oh no, they won't. Okay, who we got? Someone on, what is going on? Oh my god! Whoa! All the weird, crazy moves that can be done on a surfboard. This is where you're going to find them at events like this, bringing out the best in these athletes and bringing out the best in this lovely sport. Wow. There's a little set swinging wide. And George, desperate for this one. Here he goes. Nice little speed turn though. You're gonna have to kick out because the rocks are right there. Anyway, let's see what the scores are. You can see a massive audience here again for events like this. They do draw big crowds. Okay, Seb double arm paddle for this one, scratches into it. I'm not sure what this wave is going to give him, but he's managed to carves it round. Nice little hand jibe. Just stabs another little turn in there before the rocks, well actually on the rocks. Oppo, here he goes on his backhand, looks for a little backhand hack there. Nice long straight legged drawn out turn there. It's very unusual stylish maneuvers coming our way from this young man on the scene. Joseph from Cornwall Sports Photography. Oh, just didn't want to take the risk. Interesting little dismount there. Timber. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, the scores are in. In first place, Seb Smart. In second place, George Carpenter. And in third place, Toby. However, Toby Pierce does have priority as he sits here and waits for this set on its way in. Had some news in, I've been getting his name wrong. It's not Oppo, his name is actually Dylan. Dylan doing the crazy sit down surfing in the crazy straight legged backside cut back. Cornwall Sports Photography, Joseph with the interesting dismount. Here he goes. What's he got for us? Teeing it up, teeing it up. You can see him literally rolling up his sleeves. He was going off that wave. He wanted to give it some. Here's George. He saw Seb on that wave and he wants to answer back. Winds it in with a funky little pump. Cracks it off the top. Lovely little hand jive there. And jumps off on these rocks here. Again, taking risks because he's in third place. Pumps off the bottom. Is this wave going to allow him anything? No, it doesn't. So he headbutts it. Oh no, oh no, oh no! Toby's lost his board. And that's what you get with... Oh! Dear, oh dear, oh dear. Shall I go and get it? No. Check for dangers. There's a danger to myself if I was to go and retrieve that board. Oh, here we go. Some good Samaritans. Some good Samaritans. Excellent, excellent. That saves me a job. How's Toby getting on? I will keep my eye on him though. And honestly, if he got into trouble, then I would help him. You know, he's okay. Anyway, back to the action. Who we got? Seb Smart. Here he goes. Lovely, stylish cut back into the foam, weaving. Kicks out back to Toby. Back to the action. Come on, you two, hurry up! This is serious. Really serious. Board's getting battered. An opportunity. Here's Dylan. Another funny groovy little jam there. Didn't quite ride out of that, but groovy nonetheless. So while Toby's getting washed into the rocks, George Carpenter showing no signs of concern. From that bottomless pit to this stomach of fierce testosterone competitiveness. He's just out there waiting for his next wave. He must have heard me, because here he goes. He's not in this to make friends. He is not in this to make friends. He's in this to rip. Here he goes. Oh! Is he going to lose his board? No. If he didn't ride out of that manoeuvre, he better pull his socks up, start performing, because in a minute Toby's going to be back out there and on his case. Who's this? Joseph from Cornwall Sports Photography. Big drop. The wave tries to push him off, but he says no. So there's a nice little picture. The Samaritans have got the board, and Toby makes his way back to the beach, all safe, all good, and all ready to get back out the water and cross swords with George Carpenter. Dramatic scenes down here at Sennen Cove as the water smashes over the pier like that. Wow. George Carpenter, he reminds me of a miniature Gabriel Medina. So competitive, just sharking his way around. Said didn't want that one. Toby's obviously a little bit shook up after that. Don't blame him for having a rest. Toby! Get back out there, bro! The heat's still going! Who's this? Lou Smart. Look, it's Lou Smart, another one of the Smart siblings. Whoa! Powerful cutback to powerful backhand bottom turn reset combination. There's one for the judges to digest. How will they score that? Anyway, Toby's coming over for an interview, so hopefully he'll give us some information about that crazy ordeal. Mate, while it's still fresh, run us through what happened.
I don't actually know. I just kind of, well actually it's because I've got these boots, right?
Yeah.
And broke, so I try and wrap my leash around it, and I just don't think I did it properly.
Did just the Velcro come unstuck, no breakages? Yeah. And how are you and yourself? You okay?
I feel a bit drained now, because that sun was a bit
yeah, I bet it was, mate. And but
a little bit of a crack in the fin box.
That's
there,
all right, mate. Are you ready to get back out there and compete? Yeah. Because it's close. You're last now. You've lost some valuable time, but you go and get one more score in the good range, then you're back in the game, mate.
Cool.
Yep. Okay,
well, we
brilliant.
can't let Georgie see pro stuff.
No, mate. When you lost your leash, he was like, yes, I can get my scores. You know, he didn't even think about helping. Here he goes.
Come on.
Here he goes. Oh,
what was that?
What the hell was that? Who's this? Seb now. Seb in his own little piece of paradise. Oh!
Guy here.
So there you have it. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Toby, put the leash under your wets.
Nah, I'm alright.
Put your leash under your wetsuit, Toes. Put your leash under the leg. You know what I mean? Roll your leg up. Roll your leg up. Then put the leash underneath. So yeah, Toby taking some tips from the guru before he paddles out. Notice he's got a pink leash. And notice he's got some pink spray on his board. That's called colour coordination. It's just great for the judges. Judges like that. And also he's dyed his hair blonde. He's got some highlights in there. It's either lemon juice or peroxide. Again, I think he likes Julian Wilson. One of his faves. Julian Wilson. Yeah. Let's see how he gets on here. Because we bring you the action live. We film the bits here that nobody else wants to film. And, you know, Toby's taking a huge risk here. But he's not scared. I am. But he's not. Trying to fathom his way out. Competitor. Oh, little slip there. He's all right. He's all right. Here we go. The spectators up the top going crazy. And yeah, wow, such entertainment. He's just going to tough it out. Little double up coming his way. He doesn't want any of that. He's all right. He's all right. We just want to see him get off safely. Safety is obviously our first priority here. Safety is always our first priority at events like this. Oh, 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 oh. Here we go, Seb now. Oh, we got an interference. Lou on Seb. Lou, you will have your best wave half. Seb not happy about that. Happens a lot in the Smart household. It's because Lou's the older brother, you see. Feels he has every right to do it. But obviously, it's not fair. Okay, here we have George Carpenter on a left-hander now. Just gets around that section, comes off the bottom, creates a little hand jibe, whacks it off the top. Lovely turn and a little celebratory dismount there from George. Ew! He is happy with that one, and I think that one's going to put him in the lead. As usual, Smart Surf TV, we're bringing you thrills and spills. Remember to subscribe to this channel. Stay in the loop. We are bringing you this exclusive action as another set approaches. There is an aggressive paddle battle going on between Toby. Toby's just got back in the water with his broken board and Seb's already on him, shadowing him down here. George keeping him busy on his back and now. He's going to look for something that goes to a little chop hop. Doesn't succeed. Judges lost interest in those type of moves way back in the mid-90s. Okay, here's a notorious right-hander coming in at Chippy left. Who have we got? Lou Smart. Gets in early, comes off the bottom, drives it back. The lovely little gouge. Lovely little gouge from the powerhouse. And kicks out stylishly. Such expression. We have a heat on our hands, ladies and gentlemen. This is a heat within a heat. We've got George Carpenter and Toby Pierce battling it out as they so frequently do. I mean, they fight over women, these two. And then within that, we've got the likes of Seb and Lou Smart. George now cracks it off the top. Look, that wave didn't offer much, but he wanted to juice as much out of it as he possibly could. Right, here we go. A few people paddling for this one. Who we got? Dylan, here he goes, comes off the bottom, jams off the top and is bendy. Note how compressed he got. Note how bendy his knees were. If I did that, I would have damaged my knees. But these young kids' cartilages are fresh and oh, I long to be young again. Right out the back, one of the waves of the day, Seb Smart. This is his local break, so he should know about it. Lovely little crack off the top. I like what he did with his hands then. Winds it back into the power source, and I don't think he's getting anything more out of this. But yeah. Oh, he's staying with it. He's staying with it, and I think he's just playing with rocks. But George Carpenter, who else? Little layback slap there. And George Carpenter picking up the dregs again. He's working on them chop hops. Nearly succeeds. He's doing everything he can to impress the judges. Hey, Dylan's having a sniff at this one. He's up nice and early, feet in the right place, winds it off the bottom, carves it round, back into the foam, and he'll go for a little 360, can't quite make it. George Carpenter again, getting so many waves, but it's got to be quality over quantity. It's their job as professional surfers to entertain. This is the show business game. Right up George Carpenter Pro Surfers Street. George Carpenter again, putting on a show for the spectators. Another little chop hop. He's just got on a hair flick to boot. It's all about the hair flick. Sometimes you notice the likes of George Carpenter, as they do a maneuver, they'll do something crazy with their hands and fingers. And let's not forget, of course, the hair flick. So how are we looking? What is the current situation? Lots of people are sending us emails now. What is the current situation? Well, I will tell you. George Carpenter in first place. Lou has crawled into second, while Toby Pierce is in third. Who we got? Who we got? Joseph Fitzpatrick from Cornwall Sports Photography. A salt course in his way down the line. Jams a little snap, doesn't ride out of it. Incomplete. No holds barred. A little claim there from Josie. He obviously thinks he completed that maneuver, but to his disappointment later, you'll find out it will not be scored. We are giving you a wide angle view here, just to show you how dangerously close these competitors are to the rocks. Great shot, great technology we've got here at Smart Surf TV. Seb, Smart, the Style Master, picking up a couple of good waves. How is it out there, Seb? You had enough now? Yeah, we're getting emails, people saying you want to go back in. Who's this? Toby Pierce goes big. Ah, great effort from Tobes. That would have been turn of the day. Yeah, we need you back out there, Seb. All right, he says, I'm such a motivator. Toby Pierce is going to have another crack at this. Can he get around the section? He does. He's got fire in his belly after that incident earlier. Seb Smart up there speaking to the fans, doing a couple of signatures, a couple of selfies before getting himself back out there. It's a good thing about Seb, he's always got time for the fans. Yeah, that's it. Getting in real close and personal with in fact, it's all kicking off between these two. Looks like they've made best friends. More photos and everything. Wow. Exchanging numbers. And that's the kind of guy Seb is. Very personable, very professional, and kind-hearted. But he is one of the smart boys. Look at the way he gets out there. Bloody twinkle toes. The guy's about 100 kilos. If that was me, I would have slid over. Ah, I'm going to get soaked. I'm going to get soaked, you know. Here doing my job. Anyway, George Carpenter. What's he got for us? Not happy with that one. Look at him cussing. He's up on the nose. He's up on the nose. Mikey Lay, eat your heart out. George is coming for you. And a backflip to boom. Wow, judges are going to like that. Great behaviour from George. Fighting spirit from George. George, well done. Nigel Ed has come along with his camera to join in on the action. A bit of hassling going on there with George and Toby. They split the peak. George goes down. I don't believe it. George went down. Toby puts his hands behind his back, rubbing insult into the wounds. Here is Joseph from Cornwall Sports Photography, looking for something as that wave goes back. Nice little hit for us there as he kicks out. In the background, we got Lou Smart on a fat one. What's he going to do? Jams it back. This trademark jam. We're liking that. kicks off, puffs his chest and says, thank you very much. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, the scores are in. George Carpenter, first place. Seb Smart, second. Toby Pierce, third. As I say that, George, have a look at that one. He's not going to get it, is he? Look how close he is to that rock. Seb just found this little one on the inside. Is he going to give him much? Comes off the bottom, winds it up. He's just freestyling it in. Yeah, cracks it over the dry rocks there. Oh my God! That rock there, he just went straight over it. Crazy surfing. Seb putting himself out for the crowd, putting himself out for you guys at home. Sat nice and warm in your homes. Seb's out here surfing over boulders. But when you're a champion surfer, you got to do what you got to do to win. Ask George Carpenter, pro surfer, all about that. He knows. Okay, there's a bit of movement on the horizon. We've got Toby and George. Paddle battle, as per usual. Toby's in, up on his backhand. A little pump there off the bottom, puts his hands behind his back again, finishes off with an ollie, kicks out. Some jazzy little surfing there, doing everything he can, although the wave didn't give him much to offer. Down this end of the beach, we've got Lou Smart paddling for this one. He's in, he's up. Big drawn out bottom turn there. He'll have to kick out with a little whack at the end, showing his frustration as the wave gave him nothing that time. Now we have more spectators piling up as the competition gets more fierce. More and more people, more and more lenses. It is on. They're on novelty boards. Double interference here as they glide in. When they go down, is the leash going to snap? Looks like there's a bit of a set coming in, but this one's caught the short boarders off guard. The longboard is a little bit wider there. Got the advantage to get into these waves nice and early. I think that's Tristan Gorvin. The little claims he gets to the bottom of that. Here we go, this guy, he's not in the contest, he's on a soul patrol. Just gliding along some of these waves, having the time of his life.